Hey guys, so this week we were talking about contrast. Contrast can be shown in a couple of different ways. One way is through light and darkness of an artwork, so white and black. You can also show contrast through color. Complementary colors are the most contrasting colors. So think your red and green, blue and orange, or purple and yellow. You see these a lot for team colors because they look good together. They contrast well with one another. You can also show contrast through shape or line. Your lines can be very rigid and geometric, or they can be very flowy and organic. Now, contrast is used to emphasize a piece of artwork. It can also be used to draw the viewer's eye to a specific area of the artwork that you want the viewer to look at. This is called the focal point. Now, for this week's assignment, we're using your positive and negative space drawings from last week. And you're going to show contrast through the negative space object and your background. Continue watching this video to learn how to do your assignment. So this student did a fantastic job on last week's assignment, did it perfectly. Now I'm not going to say their name because this is being posted to YouTube, but you will hear their name or see their name on our artist spotlight. Now you need last week's assignment for this week's because we will be creating a background, and you can create any background that you would like to. In this video, I will show you how I created my background using this sample student's work. So this week, our focal point is our negative space, or the object you were tracing, and we are going to create a contrasting background. Now for this project, the tools that are see-through are going to be easier to use. So right now, I'm testing to figure out which tools are see-through. And I'm going to start with the watercolor brush because I think that's the easiest one to use. I am going to create a background that has a gradient effect or an ombre background. So I'm going to choose a purple color, and I'm going to layer colors of purple. I'm going to color all the way down, and every time you pick up your finger to create a new layer, it's going to make that color a little bit darker. When I get finished layering all of my colors, then I'm going to go back with the smudge tool and smudge it all out. So far, my background is soft and goes from blue to purple. Now, yellow is purple's complementary color, so I'm going to be drawing harsh yellow lines through the background. And then I really like the way pink looked with this color palette, so I'm adding in some pink lines as well. And these lines are curly, so they contrast well with the straight lines. Now I'm going to choose another contrasting texture and color. Orange is blue's complementary color. When you're finished creating a design or drawing for your background, you're going to want to use the eraser tool and erase the parts of your background that go outside your picture. Now, if your picture, or if you don't see the outside of your picture, you don't have to worry about this part. Then you will need to zoom in and erase the parts of your contrast background that goes over your negative space object. Take your time and only erase what is inside your object. If you make a mistake and erase too far outside the lines, just hit undo and try again. When you are finished, take a second look at your object. There should not be any lines inside the middle. If there are, you can use a pen tool and some white color to get rid of them. I can't wait to see your artworks in Seesaw.